Hello, my name is Reese Martin, and this is my Com210 persuasive speech. Ben Franklin once wrote, "It may be learnt something of drawing by imitations of prints, and some if the first principles of perspective." He was speaking of the benefits of art. Aware of it or not, Ben helps validate art education even today with that simple sentence. Art is seen as a hobby or a class to take to fill up a schedule. As an art education student, I know that is not even scratching the surface of what it truly is. Once you're in an art classroom, your mind begins to change, only in the most positive of ways. Art is a freeing being that everyone should have the opportunity of being a part of. Yet schools find it to be a waste of time and wish to take it away. They're unaware of all the good that comes out of art programs, like the improvement of mental health and increased social interaction that occurs while taking these classes. You must be wondering, how is art connected to positive? You must be wondering, how is art connected to a positive mental health status? It is actually very simple. Because students develop skills such as empathy, self-awareness, and self-management, which in turn fosters mental wellness, according to Chalk Beat Newbark. School can become extremely stressful with just one drop of a pencil. There are deadlines that need to be met. Students need to answer questions that only have one correct answer, or there's no room for them to fully express themselves. Not only are there factors in the classroom, but there are those that are outside of it as well. This could do with family life, friends, jobs, clubs, or sports. All of this pays together with the mental health of our current generation. Speaking of this current generation, they're extremely aware of the negative effects that can happen when their mental health is ignored. According to the Parent Program, each day in our nation, there are an average of over 3,703 suicide attempts by young people in the grades of 9 to 12th grade. If these percentages are additionally applied to 7th and 8th graders, the numbers would only be higher. These rates are growing each day, month, and year. Almost everyone in our current generation knows or is someone that has tried or have committed suicide in their short time here on Earth. However, it could be lessened by keeping art programs in the public schools. Several of these students have no control in their daily lives and often feel trapped. Participating in an art class in school allows them to feel some type of control in their lives. They are the artist, and they get to choose how they wish to create their work. Not only is there a sense of control, but they are able to express their deepest, darkest emotions in a healthy and safe manner instead of committing these acts of self-harm. Children can express their sadness or anger in a way that won't harm them and keep them on this earth longer. If these programs were to disappear, you could not imagine the spike that would happen in those youth rates mentioned earlier. Now, according to the Wolf Trap Journal, in the eyes of the art world, everyone is equal. It does not matter one's race, gender, social/income status, sexual orientation, or abilities/disabilities. Art is known as the great equalizer for that reason. Art only sees art, not the ones who created it. As a matter of fact, several very well-known famous artists were actually extremely poor when they were alive. But when they passed on, that is when they gained their fame. If everyone starts at level 0, then they are all equal. And no one is better than the other. An art classroom is where students of different backgrounds are speaking with one another, and even cracking jokes. Why could that be? These students do not see differences, but only the similarities, because art is what matters and those ideas that are behind it. The child that does not normally speak is forced into interaction with others, so they're able to pick up on social cues and the rights and wrongs that are acceptable in our modern day society. Not only does it help develop those interaction skills, but can help create them. There are several different organizations that use art to help those learn how to interact. One of those programs is Upstream Arts, who, through the artistic practice, we focus on practicing the fundamentals of social interaction. Turn taking, attending to others, sharing, asking for help, making choices, personal boundaries, conflict resolution, emotional regulation, and working with others. Programs like Upstream exist and use art since it is the one aspect in life that everyone is the same on. If art classes were to disappear from schools, those students that do not normally interact with others will struggle later in their life. By having art in the school, it helps ensure that students are able to become fully functional adults once they are done with their schooling. In conclusion, there are several different benefits that comes out of keeping art programs in the school, mental health, to integration into adult society. If these were taken out of the schooling system, there will be only tragedy that follows. According to Kaleidoscope, if art left the school system, there would be no new movies, paintings, or even music, because these could not be created without art. Art is an aspect that binds together humanity, and having it in classes helps nurture that creativity to create our world's next generation of artists. Thank you.